This campaign aims also at increasing the knowledge of the law, improve compliance with the law, prevent violation of the law, explain legal remedies available to victims or potential victims, describe criminal sanctions under the law, present FGM not as a traditional practice but as a dangerous, harmful and illegal practice constituting a violation of basic human rights for women and girls. Guinea Bissau is a country in West Africa with 1.8 million people. It is the 12th poorest country in the world and has faced political instability, poverty and poor human development outcomes since its independence in 1973. 70% of its population lives in moderate poverty and 33% in extreme poverty. Female genital mutilation, or FGM, affects 45% of women in average, with great disparities among regions. Guinea-Bissau is also the third worst country in the world in relation to maternal mortality. Research shows that there's a strong link between FGM and maternal mortality. FGM has very negative impacts on women's health and well-being, such as severe bleeding, severe pain, neurogenic or septic shocks, cysts, swelling, fever, urination problems, wound healing, menstrual problems, infections, tetanus, infertility, kidney failure, fistula, HIV/AIDS, keloids, vaginism, genital pelvic pain disorder, anxiety, memory loss, post-traumatic stress disorders, sexual complications, anger and painful intercourse, and other serious impacts on children, such as complication in childbirth, increased risk of newborn death, premature births. FGM is also considered as a serious human rights violation, a type of torture, and a severe form of sexual violence against women and girls by several UN agencies. The persistence of FGM is a denial of women's basic human rights, including the right to live a life free of violence, the right to physical integrity, the right to non-discrimination, and the right to be protected against cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatments. The African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights, the Banjul Charter, and its Protocol on the Rights of Women in Africa, Maputo Protocol, explicitly condemn FGM as a human rights violation, while the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child specifically mandates child protection against all forms of torture, inhuman or degrading treatment, especially physical or mental injury or abuse, and neglect of maltreatment.
Então, bom dia a todos e a todas.
Mboyo jamwali on gelaro worbe haro rewbe.
Obrigada pela sua presença.
Mboyo mbo weltima on jarama wano gardon be norade ni on gari be norade on jarama don.
Eu estou aqui, meu nome é Isabella.
Mboyo mon do ko makko wire Isabella.
I'm a senior counsel at the World Bank, and I was in charge of coordinating this project in Guinea-Bissau for the FGM and Human Rights Project. For this pilot initiative, we worked with the National Committee Against Harmful Practices, CNAPN, under the leadership of Fatumata Balde, the Office of the Legal Information and Assistance of the Ministry of Justice, CAJ, and the Association of Women Jurists.
Hi, my name is Luiza Bogado. I'm a legal gender consultant at the World Bank, and I was responsible for developing the community training of this project, hand in hand with the Committee for the Abandonment of Harmful Practices Against Women and Children. So I developed the graphic material, including the posters and the manual with the graphic drawings about the law, the t-shirts, the radio programs, and the media campaign, and I think the project was a success. We were expecting 60 people to attend, and we had 210 people. And I think the way forward is to replicate this program because it was effective and cheap, and we can do more of that, and to end FGM by 2030. Thank you.
My name is Fatumata Balde, President of the National Committee to Combat Harmful Practices in Guinea Bissau. I'm part of the team with Isabella and Luiza, who organized and implemented this project for the workshop and training on the law of FGM to offer and enable a conversation and discussion on the issue of FGM and a training on law professionals about the law that criminalizes this practice. The community training also expanded the knowledge into the communities, but also allow us to bring this knowledge into communities of the country where most of the population is illiterate, and we brought the knowledge in the form of drawings so that we could translate the elements of the law to the communities. The training initially has the intent of making available a manual that can initially include the information on the law and case law, the cases that have been judged and have gone through court on the law, but also trying to bring information on practitioners of law that initially thought that suspended sentences were fair and that now are able to see that the criminal penalties provided for in the law are important, and we want to expand and continuously expand this knowledge to other law professionals and also reach other communities so they can benefit from this information. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sara and I'm a consultant with the World Bank. I've been in charge of preparing the legal manual for professionals. This training included judges, lawyers, prosecutors, police officers, and health personnel. It has been an amazing experience. There were a lot of emotions. There was a lot of strengthening the capacity. We focused on very practical tools, a very practical approach to provide the professionals with the relevant knowledge and the adequate tools to be able to fight and prevent the female genital mutilation in Guinea Bissau.
Hello, my name is Pires. I am a lawyer, and I am part of the team that prepared and delivered this training on female excision law, and I definitely appreciated this idea. The training went really well. We had as goal to bring together legal professionals, doctors, midwives, nurses, and also the civil society. Each one of the entities involved participated actively, and it was a great experience to share different expertises, ranging from medicine to law. Gathering all these professionals in the same room was a great experience, I definitely believe that we were able to achieve our goals.
Hello, my name is Maimuna Sila. I'm a lawyer. I am a member of the Association of Women Jurists of Guinea Bissau, and in this moment I am hired by the World Bank to work on the project on female genital mutilation and human rights. My role essentially is to deliver the legal literacy training to communities, to work on the implementation of a hotline for people to be able to report this crime, and also to disseminate our work through radio programs. I think this kind of project is very important for our country, so we should not limit it to Bafata, as we did now, but we should generalize it to the whole national territory. FGM is the exact opposite of happiness, well-being, and development. It brings no health advantages, and it destroys lives and families. It is time to put an end to this practice, or better said, to this crime. We cannot continue to tolerate this unnecessary suffering, and we must accelerate our efforts to close the sad historical chapter of FGM within our generation. Let us all be the generation that sees the end of FGM for a better, healthier, and happier world.